And Travis, I know that part of your life work is studying the relationship between family balance and business success, my friend. So, what do you think is the key to striking the right balance between the two? What are your thoughts there, my friend?
So I think balance gets a bad rap lately. A lot of people are talking work-life balance is old hat. It's the incorrect definition. We talk about harmony and integration, but really, studying from a psychological perspective over the last 15 so years, I found that balance is actually making the time and space to be able to work on and complete goals in your highest areas of life. So it's making time for your highest priorities, is how I put it. And the reason why that can be so challenging for business owners is we get into business to have freedom. We get into business for time freedom, for financial freedom, and just freedom in general. But we find ourselves, if we don't set the business up correctly, we find ourselves sort of being a slave to it. And what I mean by that is that, Michael Gerber, the author of The E-Myth Revisited, talks about how we can become our own worst boss. And, kind of a slave driver, the jerk that you have to report to because you've not created a business. You've created a job and you're your own boss. So it's really difficult as business owners to sometimes separate and be able to take a step back and say, hold on, here's my boundary. This is what I've said. This is what I'm going to do, and then go and do it, especially during the startup phases and even growth phases of the business. It's difficult to just take a minute and say, no, I've got to make time and space for these more important priorities like my health, my relationship with my spouse, my relationship with God, my family. But the problem with that is if we don't make time for those things, we feel really stressed internally. We might not show it. We may have a lot of money. We may have a successful business. We may have a lot of friends in the workplace, but we're overweight. We are not connecting with our family the way we should. We maybe have some wedges in our relationship with our spouse. We're not reading the scriptures as much as we'd like to be or attending church. And that starts to weigh on us over time to a point where it becomes very apparent that we're a workaholic.